to the channel. Something a little bit different today. I'm taking you on a fairly short car journey with me. We're going to have a look at the new Leeds outer ring road, the East Leeds Orbital Route it's called, and the stretch of road that it replaced. It's quite a well-connected city for roads, is Leeds. Not so for public transport, but certainly if you wanted to get around in cars, you can get from one side to the other fairly quickly. The outer ring road, I think it's been around since the mid-20th century, and there's a slight anomaly because it's not actually a full ring. It about 3/4 of a road that goes around the city, about 20 some miles long, and it was on the edge of town when it was first built, but I think as the city's got bigger, the town's encroached and congestion got more and more. So there was talk for years really about building a new road further out on this eastern section. So first of all, I thought we'd head down what was the ring road, which we're pretty much on now, to the start of the new road, and then we'll come back. Famous fish and chip shop, maybe came into view there, Skyliner fish and chip shop at Whitkirk, and then we're heading down into Crossgates. This section of the old ring road was dreadful at rush hour. I mean, what's going to take us 5 or 6 minutes on a Sunday morning used to take half an hour easily. So the title of the video I thought could be, is this Leeds' newest road? I'm sure I'll be corrected if it's not. It opened, not this road, the one we're going on, opened about a year or so back. It is maybe Leeds' newest road, I'm not sure. Passing through Crossgates. the A64 York Road now. The little stretch here was shared with the ring road, and it was a bit of an anomaly. It still is by the looks of it. It's a 70-mile-an-hour speed limit on this stretch of dual carriageway, right in the heart of the city, for about a quarter of a mile. Never really saw what the point was, because it ends as soon as we get to the next roundabout. Windmill Hotel on the right, if that's what it's still called, and before that there was a windmill in the field for years and years, which I think they've incorporated. You can just see it in the corner there. So we go straight on here. And the road to York goes off to the right. We're at the top end of Seacroft now, with Seacroft on the left and Swarcliffe and Winmore on the right. This was a terrible section. I mean, it probably still is, I don't know. But this used to be awful in the rush hour. Going off to the right there. You used to go through to Weatherby Road and you could get out, but I think they've blocked it off with all the changes to the road, because the East Leeds Orbital Route is about a quarter of a mile to our right, so there's been an awful lot of changes, an awful lot of green belt dug up to make the new road, and as I say, access via the coal road is no longer. I never do understand in this country on a Sunday, with the technology that we have, that you can drive say 10 miles in the city, and if you're unlucky you can just go from red traffic light to red traffic light to red traffic light, and you might be the only vehicle on the road. It doesn't seem a very smart way of doing things. I know. It is early and I probably should still be in bed. So Winmore to our right, Seacroft to our left. This is the Weatherby Road, the A58 that goes from somewhere over near Manchester, I think. As far as Weatherby, I'd have to check that one. But some actual open country now on the left, some farmland, and then that goes over towards Roundy Park. So quite a big green corridor there going into the city. Something that Leeds used to have a lot of. really broad green corridors going from the countryside all the way into the city centre. So I think we're here. I think this is where the old ring road ends, and I think the new East Leeds Orbital Route begins. So we'll head back where we've just come from. So I suppose now I should have asked my question, is this Leeds' newest road? I think one thing that will happen, I think it was always part of the plan with this road, is that the city will now expand up to this bypass basically. It always seems to happen whenever you build a bypass. Whenever you build a bypass in a country, around a town or a city, that town or city expands outwards, and I think that's always been planned here. So there are hundreds of houses, if not thousands, being built over the next few years that I guess are going to come all the way up to this road. The road we've just passed that goes down to Thorner, and again I'm not sure if they've blocked off the you used to be able to go down there towards Thorner or out towards A64, but I think they've blocked the A64 end off. Sorry for tooting at the birds. I don't like to run birds over, and they are quite intelligent, especially crows. If there's a group of crows in the road and you toot your horn at them, they tend to fly away. Magpies are a little bit more stubborn, it seems, but you know, what's the point of running them over for the sake of it if they'll fly away? past the A64. So we're almost back at our start now with Crossgates on our right. We've got open countryside on our left. Kite or a buzzard there? Can't quite tell. Oh, I see. I've actually only been round this road about 2 times, so it's all a little bit new to me. That's the road that leads back into Crossgates, back towards A64, or out towards Barwick and Skulls and Aberford. We're now nearly back at our start. I don't know about you, but it seems so much longer coming back than it did going. So we're crossing the Leeds to York, Leeds to Selby Railway, the William Parkin Bridge. Masses of houses being built on our right, and a big new office and shopping park. The Springs, Thorpe Park I think are the offices, and the Springs is the shopping centre. And this was beautiful countryside here, really nice, quite rolling, wooded countryside. A1M there that goes from London to Edinburgh. And this little link now, and back to our start. Here we are back at the start, our little trip round the old Leeds Ring Road and the new Leeds Ring Road. Please let me know what you think. If you did like it, there are other roads I can think of to drive round. But if you did like it, then please give it a like. And if you like this or any of the other type of content on the channel, do consider subscribing. It really does help, as I'm quite new to YouTube. But I'll leave you now as I carry on my early Sunday morning journey. Until the next time, I'll say cheerio.